How's it going, guys? In this episode, a thrilling match against Leyton Orient. We look forward to the FA Cup and also a new player profile. How's it going, guys? Average Joe here, and welcome to episode 12 of my Sir Alex Ferguson save. Well, to start with, I want to give a shout out to my follower Jared Phelan for this episode's game. He suggested that we do, in the last episode, I put it out to you guys to let me know which game that you figured that I should play, which game I should live com, and he came up with Leyton Orient, which was a good shout. They're just promoted up from League One, and we just got relegated, so you know, either ends of the table, they are currently last in the championship right now. So hopefully we're going to see some goals today. While we're here, we'll have a look at our recent form. So the last game was a 0-0 draw against West Brom. We followed that up with a 2-0 win against Leeds. Sombalonga scoring early on in the 9th minute, and Pierre-Michel Lasogga scoring in the 84th minute. A good 2-0 win there. After that, it was a 0-0 draw against Charlton. We did get Ostrolek sent off, so we were playing most of the second half with 10 men, and Mama Biramjuf did get injured and was out of that game as well. We kind of held on to a 0-0, so going down to 10 men, I'll take a 0-0. 2-0 loss against Brentford. Once, you know, we were kind of in, it was a back and forth game right up until the half an hour mark when they scored 2 quick goals, and then that kind of just put us out of the game. We couldn't really get into it. Thomas Carroll getting injured, but yeah, we couldn't really get into the game. Changed the settings or the tactics around in the second half, but we just couldn't get anything going in that game there. So after a 2-0 loss, we come back with a 5-2 win against Ipswich, and this was a really good game, and I'm actually going to show you the first goal in this game. So if we just take a look at the goals here and when they were scored, it was a bit of a crazy game. So we scored in the first minute, which is the goal that I want to show you. It was actually scored after 9 seconds. It was one of the fastest goals I've ever seen. It beat the previous record of 11 seconds. So yeah, we scored first, and then we scored in the 30th minute. That was all going good right up until the 74th minute when we gave away an own goal. Mark Munisa scoring an own goal for Ipswich. In the 84th minute, Ipswich came back to tie it up at 2-2. Let a 2-goal lead slip, and I was not happy. Moved things around, adjusted things a little bit. I think I went attacking over control. And amazingly, Sombalonga scored in the 89th minute to give us a 3-2 lead. And then Lasogga scores in the 91st minute to give us a 4-2 lead. And then we get a penalty in the 93rd minute. So we ended up having a 5-2 victory, with 3 goals being scored in the last 4 minutes. So that was kind of a crazy end of that game, thinking that we were going to throw away a 2-goal lead, and then we came back to win 5-2. 20 shots on target, 20 shots, only 8 on target though. It was a bit concerning that we were wasting so many shots. But let's just have a look at this first goal here. So straight from kickoff, Will Keane up to Cameron. Cameron runs up to the edge of the D, slots it in, and Bojan scores. Fantastic goal. Well, I say fantastic. It was a great fast goal. Got us off to a good start anyway. So, no, we want to leave this. Get out of here. Following up a 5-2 victory, we then drew 2-2 with Bournemouth. Again, we scored in the 50th minute, in the 64th minute, a nice 2-goal lead, thinking that we were comfortably going to win this game, and we throw it away. Bournemouth scoring in the 78th and 89th minute to tie it up at 2-2. So that's 2 games in a row that we thrown away a 2-goal lead. The first game we actually won, but that one we couldn't do anything with it. A 1-1 tie against Watford, who are currently first in the championship. Not a bad result. Beignet, I've been told his name is Beignet, not Benat or Benet. It's Beignet or Beignat or Beignet. The N with the apostrophe over it is more like a Y. So yeah. He got injured. They scored earlier on. We changed up the tactics after half-time, and Lasogga scored, just before half-time. And Lasogga scored in injury time at take us into the break at 1-1. And then our last game against Fulham, a 4-3 victory. They scored early on, and then we came back into it. A good. I actually switched from a 4-3-3 with 3 false nines in this game. I don't know if I can show you the formation as I ended up with. But we ended up being a 4-3-3 with wide. No, that's not how we finished it up at all. It ended up being a 4-3-3 with inside forwards and a false 9 up top, which I kind of like, just because in this team, the inside forwards kind of cut right into those back posts, and they kind of nick in at the back post with a cheeky little tap in at the back post for they kind of keep the goalkeeper guessing. So, as I said, that brings us up to the Leyton Orient game. One other thing I wanted to touch on, which I haven't spoke about, is the club finances. We are actually failing the financial fair play. We're supposed to only make a loss of £2 million, and we're projected to make a loss of 10 million. So we're kind of way over budget here. They want me to sell some players to get that bring that loss down a bit. If we look at the income, the investments, they actually this month invested £3 million to help us with the financial fair play. So I think we're down to about 6 million now that we only have to come up with. I'm hoping, I don't really have I don't really have that many players that I can sell for quite a bit of value that is actually going to do me any good. Players that obviously are worth quite a bit, I actually want to keep in the team. Phil Bardsley, we are getting rid of him. He's worth he was worth 250. He's now down to £115,000. Nobody would take him. He's getting on in age. Nobody wanted him. We ended up selling him for £10,000. He's joining Rotherham just for 10 grand, and actually we're paying some of his wages as well just to get rid of him. He's not ever going to start a game for us now. We kind of wanted his wages off the budget, but we ended up kind of splitting it 50-50 type of thing. So he's gone. Steve Sidwell, I tried to offer out, but we had a bit of an argument. He's adamant he's leaving on a free transfer at the end of the season. And also, I should show you the injuries that we've had, because we've had quite a lot of injuries as well. So Esso Akoto's out injured, Peter Crouch is out injured, Stephen Ireland, Beignet, Diouf's injured, Ostreluk is out injured, and Lewicki is actually suspended for this game after picking up 5 yellow cards. So we've got quite a few injuries there. Peter Crouch I've offered out, but nobody wants him. Stephen Ireland I've offered out as well. So Diouf wanted to leave when we got demoted, or relegated should I say, but he's happy playing at the club now, as is Robert Huth. He wanted to leave, and he was not happy that we were didn't strengthen the club and all that, and he wanted to leave, but he's actually happy playing for us now. Okay guys, so we're going to look at Bojan this week, and he is our informed striker at the moment. Sambalonga is dropping off of form, Bojan's coming back from injury, he's starting to pick up the pace. You can see here that he's not, he's not our greatest striker. He is actually our 4th best striker behind Sambalonga, Diouf and Lasogga. But like I say, currently he's in form. He's putting the goals in the back of the ball in the back of the net. He's scoring the goals. You see here that he's quite athletic. His physicals are quite good. His mentals could do with a bit of improving, although his composure and leadership are on the way up right now. And his technicals are going in the right direction as well. Marking, long throws, tackling, not too worried about those. The top 5 there that we're kind of interested in. He's doing really good for us. He has made one appearance for Spain. If we look at how he did in the Premier League last year, 18 appearances, only 2 goals and 1 assist since getting relegated to the Championship. 12 games, 6 goals, 3 assists and 1 player man of the match, with a 7.15 rating. But like I say, he is the informed striker for us right now. He is scoring a goal, so let's just have a look at those. So this is the first goal that we've already seen, straight from kickoff. Will Keane up to Cameron, through the middle, slots it through the defense, and Bojan slides it into the right-hand corner of the goal for his first goal in under a minute. Second goal, just outside the penalty spot, buries it off the top of the crossbar and in for his second goal in that game. And then his hat-trick in that game was just from the penalty spot. So 3 goals, that was his first game back. Here's a whipped-in cross, comes out, blocked, and then he pounces on the rebound. Again, just outside the penalty spot. Long ball over the top. Here he's actually tackled. Watch him at the bottom left-hand of your screen. He goes out of the picture. The ball gets moved around. He's playing as an inside forward here. As Weiser puts in the cross right across the goal and taps it in at the back post. And this goal from the back, Skorupski up through the left-hand side. We're actually going to work it in through the middle. It'll come through to Asombalonga, who's just going to put the ball straight through. Oh, actually, it's a rebound, and he pounces on the rebound for Poacher's goal. So there you go. This episode's informed striker is Bojan. So let us get on to today's game. Alright, so this is how we're going to line up against Leyton Orient. Skorupski at the back, Munisa, Wilson, Michael Keane and Micah Richards at the back 4. Carroll, Cameron and Adam across the centre. Bojan and Asombalonga playing as inside forwards, with Lasaga playing up front on his own. So Desena picks it up. Dagno again. Skorupski holds onto the ball. Kind of a weird throw out to Richards. That was a highlight. Why are they getting so much of the action here? Osmusi into Rocky. A great save by Dagna again. I'm not happy with how much possession they're getting here. I don't like closing down because that takes us out of position. Let's just mark a bit tighter. Get stuck in. Well, that's a disappointing first half. Asombalonga is injured. He looks... Yeah, we're going to bring him off for Weiser. And I'm not happy with this at all. I'm far from pleased from what I just saw. Lasaga's not doing good up top either. So I'm going to bring on Sharbini and actually move Bojan up there. Let me just double check up here, make sure it's all good. Sharbini out playing on the inside forward now. Bojan up top with Weiser on the right hand side. Another pointless first highlight of the second half. Alright, so Munisa on the left hand side, throws it into Carroll. Bojan now into Sharbini, who slots it home, 1-0. Took us 57 minutes to score a goal though. Now Jeff Cameron is taking a knock, or he's not up to fitness. So I'm going to have to make my final substitution, bring on Glenn Whelan. It's Cuthbert on the right hand side into Osborne, plays it back to Lowry. Verbeek up to Mooney, plays it back. James, they're definitely working the ball around good here. Verbeek again. Three guys around him. Michael Keane, what can he do with it? Puts it way out to Weiser on the right hand side. He's got the pace if he wants to go down that right hand side. Guys are tracking him right now. Plays it into Adam. Slide. Look, 2-footed tackle to me. Wins the ball. Verbeek up to Dagnall, but Wilson will intercept. Weiser with loads of room down the right. Can he pick out a player? Takes his time, puts it in, and Carroll puts it on for 2-0. First ever goal. Surprised at that. It's only what we deserve. And this looks like this might be the end of it, guys. Richards to Adam, Bojan into the middle, but they clear it. Mooney now with the ball. And Richards is going to pick it up. We're just going to pass it around here for 30 seconds, I think. Munisa with a... Why the goalkeeper didn't pick that up, I don't know. Carroll with a long-range effort, but the goalkeeper was back in. Brown throws it out to the right-hand side. Long ball up top. Skorupski now with the ball, who didn't come to claim that ball. Munisa on the left-hand side. And there you go, guys. A 2-0 win. Not very convincing. We better step things up. I don't know why you're confused, because that was kind of shit. So we did win, puts us joint first with 43 points. Watford, Burnley and Stoke all tied on 43. Only 5 goals separating first to third, I guess, if you want to say that. Let's have a look at the schedule. So maybe we will come back for the Everton game in the FA Cup. We did obviously get drawn against Everton. The reason why I want to do the FA Cup game is because part of the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge is that you actually have to win a domestic cup within 4 years. So, you know, I know this is only our second year right now. This is a chance for us to hit one of our targets. Everton in the Premier League, currently sitting in 17th. So they may be more concerned about fighting for survival than actually playing their FA Cup games. Let's have a look and see their schedule, see if they're in any other competitions right now. So they are still in the Capital One. They're actually into the semi-final of the Capital One. So and they're in the Champions Cup as well, which I think is the Champions League, isn't it? The European Champions Cup. Yeah, so they're in the... How do they get into the Champions League then? I don't know. So, you know, they've got a few cups to think about, plus the Premier League as well. I mean, maybe that's why they're down in 17th place, the run of schedule here. Looking in their past form, they're not doing too good at the moment. They've got quite a few... Looking at their schedule here, you know, their past schedule, they've lost quite a few games. They've had a few wins. Maybe it is just part of their busy schedule. That's why they're not doing too well in the league right now. Hopefully we can capitalize on that. Maybe they're going to be putting out a weakened team. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll come back for the FA Cup game, and then after that, who knows what. We've got the... Where are we? We just played Watford, so we don't have to play them yet. Burnley. Yeah, maybe we'll come back for the Burnley game because they're joint second as well, or joint first. So we'll come back for the FA Cup game against Everton, and then we'll do the Burnley game after that. Well, maybe that might change because we never know if the run results go in our favour and Burnley start losing. Maybe they won't be second. So we'll see how things go. I'm rambling. We'll come back for the Everton game. If you did like the video, please hit a like button down below. If you want to see more videos like this where I don't ramble on, and also the my other save, which is in the Segunda Liga in Portugal, playing Tondela. That is February Amarella. Just if you want to subscribe, you'll get access to that video as well. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it is @AverageJoeFM. Okay guys, we'll talk to you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.